This is the worst alley in town, but nobody's willing to clean it up, and we can't have that here. This alley is so bad, it's going to take several trips to the dump, but I can't afford to pay over $100 out of pocket, so I called the city to see if they'd help me out by waiving the dump fees. The answer was no. But 10 days later, the city called me back. They said if I cut everything down small enough to fit in the dumpsters, they'd be willing to make an extra trip out and haul it off for free. Here's the catch. They told me everything has to be finished by 10:30 tomorrow morning. That gives me just 2 hours after work tonight before it gets dark, and 2.5 hours tomorrow morning once I've dropped my daughter off at school. On top of that, I'm allergic to all of this pollen, so I'll be in a mask the entire time. If there's anything left over after the deadline, I'm stuck with it. These logs were a nightmare. They're heavy, full of termites, and just way too big to fit in the dumpsters, so there's no chance I'm going to take them for firewood, so we'll have to go ahead and chop them down here. By the time the sun starts to go down, I'm just done. After a full work day outside plus a couple hours out here, I'm gonna have to call it, so I'll be back tomorrow morning to finish the alley. I came over here, I need to go and get some fuel. I got a question for you though. This cooling shirt that I bought, it's actually really awesome. Like, it really does help, especially when you get it wet. But I'm having an issue keeping it to where, like, I pull it out of the washer and it still looks like it's stained. Do you know of anything I can put in there to help, like, get it to where it doesn't look so dirty? We've been pulling weeds non-stop, but time's starting to run out, so with only an hour before the dump truck's supposed to be here, I'm gonna pull weeds for about another 30 minutes, but then we'll bring out the mower to knock down the rest. found even more branches that need to be cut small enough to fit in the dumpster. I just can't figure out why there's so many piles of logs in this alley. With only 30 minutes left, I have no choice. We're gonna have to bring out the power equipment. At this point, it's all or nothing if we want to finish on time.